There's a part of that. 49, check 49, check 49.
Topper!
54. You can't block me.
Hey, box drop. Say go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
57's the mic. I'm on.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Stiff-armed him. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Third and 8.
Hey, Orbit.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Hey, watch your lane.
Hey.
Mike, 57. Let's put him on the buses.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, first and 10 at their own 21.
Check. Flip.
To throw is Winston. And he fires one incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's Jones. Touchdown! Ronald Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bucs have taken the lead. And there he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed he did. That was pretty much a get-off-of-me run and all the way into the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Saints 3.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Wahoo!
2nd and 3. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Blue draw Corkers. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Zoo.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
57's the mic.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Crunch time, defense.
5. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Big river.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 54. I'm coming, baby.
Ready?
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Looking to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Watch twins.
2nd and 5 toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Bravo. Shoot.
Back to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Let's go.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Buccaneers 7, Saints 3.
Here we go. 8, read. X3. 218, chop it.
Slam. Check 43. Watch out.
Look at me. Zipper.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Protein spill. Hey, foxtrot. Now.
2nd and 2. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, turn it up. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Now. Get it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
Hey, orbit. Fight.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Two-jet bomber. Hey, Charlie. Go.
57's Mike. Here we go. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go, D. 57.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Yeah.
Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
At the 2-yard line.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
27-yard line.
Ready. Black 22.
This is the mic. Right here. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Here we go, G. Here we go.
From the 27, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Check. Watch that. Check the backer, check the backer.
Hard, hard. Hey, echo.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Go.
Alert 3.
Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here, Winston. Complete, Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 42-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
132 fighter. 5.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Mike 7.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Lead Trevor.
He'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Flag 22.
Ricky.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Past the 20. A big run there by Jones. 46 yards. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones. His 21st touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Saints 17, Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick it off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the foot.
He's got a man, complete. 25 yards that time. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert 3. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
2nd and 6. short throw underneath to Hurst, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. Got to do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Hey, check Michael Allen. Check Michael. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Winston. It's caught. Smith. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Saints' 22-yard line.
Ready? Back with behind. Keep running. Back to
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. It's caught. It's Miller. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Ready? Moving.
At the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. This is Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Thomas has got it. Complete. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Saints on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Right there.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
You draw Porter.
They'll look to throw here. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Saints on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. And able to find Conley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run.
The quarterback on the scramble. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Go, go. Yes, yes. Yo, 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 go, go. He's tired of me.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, let's get there. Hey, check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. Hey! Pick it up, D. Hey, check it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. Room to run again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Saints. 59 yards. Now back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Winston now from the 50. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the